ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नर्मदायै नमो प्रातः नर्मदायै नमो निशि नमस्ते नर्मदे देवी त्राहि मां भवसागरात्। आदौ ब्रह्माण्डखण्डे त्रिभुवनविवरे कल्पदा सा कुमारी मध्याह्ने शुद्धरेवा वहति सुरनदी वेदकण्ठोपकण्ठैः श्रीकण्ठे कन्यरूपा ललितशिवजटा शङ्करी ब्रह्मशान्तिः सा देवी वेदगङ्गा ऋषिकुलतरिणी नर्मदा मां पुनातु। ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Hari Om, salutations to all. So welcome to season 3, first talk. This is about the third phase of Narmada Parikrama. In the first 2 seasons, we saw about the southern banks, the Uttartat, where I started from Amarkantak and reached up to Vimleshwar. So as you know, Narmada ji starts at Amarkantak, meets the ocean at Vimleshwar. So we walk on the banks where she is on our right side. Then at Vimleshwar, we take the boat, go far into the ocean, cross and come on the northern banks and walk back now from the Dahej or Mithitalai. Mithitalai is the first place actually. Dahej is that city, a town, industrial town. So from there we walk back up to Amarkantak. Since I started at Amarkantak, I have to finish at Amarkantak. Those who start at Omkareshwar, they will also reach Vimleshwar. They will cross, again walk from Mithitalai to Amarkantak, again from Amarkantak back to Omkareshwar. They will complete at Omkareshwar. So wherever you start, you should end there. That is the full parikrama, like that one goes. And always the Narmada ji will be on the right. So as you know, different types of parikrama are there. So it is said that if you have done Tiruvannamalai Pradakshina of the Giri Pradakshina, Govardhan Pradakshina, Narmada Parikrama, Kailas Parikrama, these are all considered very sacred. So in this Narmada Parikrama, so whenever we do this parikrama, the mother is on the right side and the bhav is not only she is walking with you, but may we always do the right thing, may we always follow the right path of devotion, surrender, etc. So from Amarkantak, the flow is this way up to Vimleshwar. So we are walking with the flow. From Mithitalai, when we cross over and we walk back, it is against the flow. Obviously, we are walking on the road, on the banks of Narmada, so it's not that big a struggle, but it is little more challenging because from Amarkantak one comes down. Amarkantak is at a height. It is much above the sea level, so it's the coldest point in Narmada Yatra is Amarkantak. From there we keep walking down, 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 so it becomes more easy to walk also. Going up is more challenging. Incline also will be there in some places, and this wind. So many times the wind is you're going against. So anyway, it was for me the most enjoyable journey was the Uttartat. Also because I did the Uttartat in one full stretch, no breaks anywhere. Because if we take a break on the Uttartat, to come back to Mumbai, you have to cross Narmada Ji. Which one generally doesn't want to do on Parikrama? You don't cross Narmada Ji. Dakshin Tat was easy. From Amarkantak came to this Badwani and came back to Mumbai. You don't have to cross Narmada Ji for it to come back. Again went to Vimleshwar, came back. This is very interesting. In this whole Narmada Parikrama, one thing I experienced is we are not the doer at all. Philosophically, we know it. Some places here and there we experience it also. But on this Parikrama, every step one will feel it. One will know it, experience it straight. I had not planned to stop at Vimleshwar at all. When I started the second phase, I thought I will start at Badwani and go out to Vimleshwar and cross over and walk as much as I can. But circumstances happened in such a way that the Divine Mother made it happen that I had to come back from Vimleshwar because we had lots of programs lined up, Family Day and Cambodia camp, and so many things were lined up. And so there was no way to cross over and go. It did not strike me at that time that actually if I cross over and walk some distance and then I have to come back to Mumbai, I'll have to cross Narmada Ji. Literally, this is Narmada Ji's grace. She made it happen that she said, now you reach up to Vimleshwar and then I will make it such a way that you go back. So she put all the work or whatever it is anyway divine work of Bhagwan only, whatever we are doing, came back. Then it struck me after when I was planning for the third phase that, this was the best thing that happened. So there is no way, at no point I crossed the Narmada. So the Khanda Parikrama went on beautifully. That is one. Again, similar thing happened before the third phase of mine started. How? See, many of you know that this beautiful statue of Bala Shankara was inaugurated at Omkareshwar on the Mandhata mountain. Huge 108 feet statue of Shankara, Bala Shankara is inaugurated. Fantastic. And invitation had come from the Madhya Pradesh government to attend that program. So the person Shubham who had come with me in the first phase, he called and he said, Swamiji, you please come. We will make all the arrangement, tell us the flight details and all that. I said, okay, I will come. Those dates that they said, I was able to make time. I said, I will come. Then one day over, that one night I was sleeping. Suddenly I got up in the middle of the night at almost 12:30. Suddenly got up. Why? Because the thought has come into the mind now. In the subconscious mind, it is coming. I'm going to sleep. Suddenly the thought has come. I woke up. I said, I can't go to Bal Shankara. Why? Because that Mandhata is an island. Narmada Ji flows like this around it. And so if I have to go to Mandhata, that's where Omkareshwar Ji also is. That means I have to cross Narmada and go from Omkareshwar. And I can't cross Narmada till the Parikrama is over. So 12:30 in the night, that thought has come suddenly that no, you can't go. So next day morning, I called up Shubham and I said, sorry, I can't come. My Parikrama is yet over. But when I finish the Parikrama, I have to go to Omkareshwar to do the Abhishek. And that time I will have darshan of Bhagwan, Shankaracharya Ji. So you see, she will make it happen. We don't have to do anything. This is my experience throughout the Parikrama. Every single thing that happened, even now whatever happens is Bhagwan's will only, but Literally one experiences, she will make things happen. So the Shraddha increases a lot that the Divine Mother is there. Why should you worry about anything? She will take care of everything. In my inalertness, I told Shubham that I will go. She made sure that no, you can't go. Don't cross. So I told him. So now this Vimleshwar to what is that? Mithitalai and walk back. So Gurudev used to give a very nice symbolism. So all of you know the definition of mind that Gurudev used to give. He said, what is mind? All Chinmay Mission members have that memorized. Mind is a flow of thought, like river is a flow of water. So when the river is flowing from the source to the ocean, it is called dhara. There is one explanation. Dhara means a stream, right? So it is dhara. But when you go from the ocean back to the source, it is called Radha. So who is Radha? That mind which is seeking its source. What is the source of the mind? Consciousness. And see the place, such a beautiful place. Amarkantak is Lord Shiva. Shiva is consciousness. And so walking in the on the northern banks is like going against the flow of the mind, going against the impulsiveness, extrovertedness, turning more within. So we started. Now on this parikrama, a few things. So before I go into each aspect of whatever happened, that will take some time. We will go through as much as one can. So on the parikrama, what happens is quite a bit of sadhana happens on the parikrama. And one beautiful thing, as I said, I did continuously 52 days it took to cover about 1500 kilometers with one or two, about only 2 days of break. So 54 days in total that way, and 2 days of break because tired and leg was in one place I got hurt. Leg was absolutely swollen. So no, can't walk. So took some rest. So 2 days. So the 52 days finished some 1500 kilometers every day. One walks about 30-35 kilometers. Some days it is 38, some days it is 29, some days it is whatever. The average will come to between 30 and 32 kilometers. It will come minimum. Morning, evening, one has to do the puja. So one does many things in a routine. So very beautiful experience it is. See, those who do 108 or 120 days, or even some people, depending on whatever speed one has, maybe take 140 days also. Discipline gets very strongly imbibed. And if one follows the routine from morning till night, one will see the benefit of discipline. That I saw very clearly, how the sadhana becomes so intense. It was like an anushthan, generally anushthan one does for 21 days or 11 days, 21 days, 40 days. This is like 52 days straight. Beautiful. So between discipline and motivation, if we have to choose, we have to choose discipline. What we do in sadhana many times is whenever we feel motivated, then we do sadhana. Then one day we do one mala of japa, some day we do 3 malas, some days we don't do, then another day we do half a mala. That mind will fluctuate a lot. The purpose of sadhana is to make it single pointed and steady, reduce its impulsiveness, fluctuations and all that. So every day when one is doing, there is the power of discipline and one will see that. So intensity of sadhana increases quite a bit, and anyway one is not doing any other thing, one is not handling too much of any other work, etc. Full days in this. So that was beautiful, 52 days straight. That was a nice opportunity. One thanks Gurudev for that kind of a time one could get. There will be always work which will keep happening. We have to take out time. We have to plan And I'm so happy that I planned it nicely now, that before this 2 years which are very important now. So this is 108th year of Gurudev. That is one. Then we have next year 50th year of Chik, and after that 75 years of the Chinmay mission. So there is no way to take out time in these busy years of like this 52 days and all that. Again, I'm telling all this is Narmada ji's planning only. She manages to get it done, finished. So no, nothing left, and the thing that was troubling me was my Sankalpa Sukta had fallen. So Sankalpa Sukta we tie when we take a Sankalpa, and it is actually to tell you that you have to complete the Sankalpa. This is like a big Sankalpa. Generally people tie in a small puja also. Now that will remind them that I did this sadhana, I can live in self-control and all that. But that puja is over. This one, Sankalpa was taken in 2022 in February. When the puja was done at Amarkantak, that Sankalpa Sukta was tied. And then we finished up to Badwani only, and this Khanda Parikrama. Finished the second phase also last year in 2023. Sankalpa Sukta was there. Then when I finished second phase, came back, Sankalpa Sukta dropped. At some point I forgot when it dropped. It just got cut. It's a very thin thread. Now every day you are taking bath and whatever you are doing, so it is thin. It keeps on. Then suddenly it got cut, fell down. I said, now this is not a good sign. I have to finish the parikrama soon. So decided November 22nd, 21st. Started from here on 21st November and till January. I had planned actually till January end, because at that point in time the thought process was it is 1800 kilometers. So it will take time. Minimum 2.5 months it will take if it is 1800 kilometers. Then again, see Narmadaji's grace. There was some program of VHP, 60th year of VHP, Konkan, and then they had called me there. So I went, and there I met a few people and they were in touch with me. And then they sent the invitation for Ram Janmabhoomi. Then it was on 22nd of January. Then I said, 22nd January, if it is there, that means I have to come back here by 21st, on 19th. But 20th, take the flight, go to Ayodhya. So if I have to come back to Mumbai 19th, I have to be in Omkareshwar at least by 16th. Which means I should reach at least 17th, sorry. At least by 14th, 15th, I should reach Amarkantak. Offer Jal there, then drive down to Omkareshwar, finish offering Jal there, do the Pradakshina of Mandhata Parvat, come back. This whole planning has to happen. So the target was from 21st November, when one starts, one has to reach Amarkantak by 15th Jan. I kept thinking that how this will happen. First few days, because the bag, etc., I was carrying very heavy. Difficult to walk. One is walking 20-25 kilometers. In the first few days, one walks lesser. You can't walk 30 kilometers straight from the first day. So walks little lesser, and then one has to catch up. After 10-15 days, I said, leave it on the mother. She will only make it happen. And so many people on the way kept telling me, they have no idea also. They said, you don't worry, you will reach. Don't hurry up. Don't rush up. Unknown people, they have no idea I have to reach somewhere at some point in time. They are just telling me on their own. One person told me in one Narmada Mandir, he said, it was nice, he was Panditji. So he said, Krishna Bhagavan and Arjun's prasang, he said that, Arjun, he thought he is doing everything, but when Krishna Bhagavan left the body, this Arjun was defeated by thieves. That's the prasang that comes in Bhagavatam, also in Mahabharata and Bhagavatam. So thieves defeated him. He could not take the gopis safely, and Ordinary thieves defeated him, and then he realized that all his power actually belonged to Bhagavan Krishna. So you don't worry, Krishna Bhagavan will do everything, Narmada Ma will do everything, everything will happen on its time. Don't try to rush up anything. Why is he telling me that? Because in my mind there is a rush. So I'm telling you that lots of things happen on Narmada Parikrama where it is very amazing that there is like a conversation going on between the devotee and Narmada ji. She will talk to you through so many people. She will talk to you through so many circumstances also. She will give you darshan in so many different ways also. It's very amazing. If one just surrenders and leaves it, you will see this so much happening beautifully. So one aspect was this, that 52 days continuously it happened beautifully, concentration, intensity, fearlessness, faith, surrender, all that very beautifully it gets nurtured and nourished. There will be lots of opportunities where the faith is tested, where fear may arise, one will become aware. So that's another thing that happens on Narmada Parikrama, because especially when one is doing it alone, one will know what are the thoughts in the mind, what are the impurities, what are the fears, what are the challenges which are there, what are the strengths, everything. Impossible things have happened on Narmada Parikrama. I would not have imagined that I could do Narmada Parikrama. 2011, there was a heart operation done for me. My ejection fraction was only 30%. So one heart operation was done. They burned some 55 parts of my heart, some radio frequency ablation they did, and then the heart started beating in a rhythm. Slowly do exercise and this and that and bring up. So the ejection fraction came up to some 45-50% now. But I never allowed that to ensure that this body will rule. Body is a tool. Whatever best one can do to take care of it, take care of it, but it can't rule our mind, our life. It should not. So after that, many things I've done. Adventure also, Gomukh, twice went to Gomukh also, many other things. And then this parikrama also happened. In between, COVID also happened. Many challenges happened, but this body, Bhagwan's grace, we're not allowed this body to dominate. It is a tool, it has to be used and gratefully take care of it as Bhagwan's blessing. And Bhagwan only takes care of it also through the whole parikrama. The health was good. Some minor things keep happening, little bit injury, some loose motion, some stomach upset and all that, but otherwise no major issue. 52 days went on so beautifully. So one feels also that today if I look back, I feel what a dream. It just went like a dream. That parikrama is over. Sometimes in the parikrama one would feel little tired, exhausted, then one thinks, oh, this much more kilometers to go. But those thoughts, one says, leave it. Take it day by day, hour by hour, and keep moving, remembering Narmadehar, Narmadehar, Narmadehar. And the distance will get crossed. Charai veti, it is said no, in the Upanishads. Keep walking, keep walking. That's all one has to do. One will keep walking. Take the name of Bhagwan, Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha. So it's a very beautiful opportunity to test one's limits also, to push oneself nicely beyond the comfort zone and do the sadhana. And one other opportunity one gets is there will be some people who will rush like anything. They rush, especially people who are from Maharashtra. There's a saying in Hindi, they say that ये सब रेस के घोड़े हैं. In the parikrama route, they say Maharashtrians are race ka ghoda, especially those who are walking. Because majority of them, they will walk. They start right in the morning at 4 o'clock. By 10:30, they've finished so many kilometers. Almost 40 kilometers a day they will walk. Some go up to 50 also. They have whatever their reasons. They may not be able to spend that much time away from home or whatever it is. They walk. So they will get up in the morning early by 3 o'clock, 3:30. They will go take bath and they will do fatafat puja also and pack up everything and then they start leaving. And in the night they go off to sleep. As soon as dinner is over, finished, by almost 8:30 or so, they will be asleep. Sometimes even 8 o'clock. Sometimes dinner is early. So they will always be in a rush. Even when they walk, they will be in a rush. Morning also puja, they will do in a rush. Take bath also in a rush. Everything will be in a rush. And many of them will be like that around you. So one has to learn to be quiet, do everything at your own pace. Don't get carried away by these people. That is another important lesson that one can learn, and one has to keep telling oneself, you do at your pace. Because everybody is rushing. Most of them, fatafat, fatafat, everything. So slow down, do it at your own pace. Traditionally 3 years, 3 months, 13 days. If we keep that in mind, then no problem. So every time I used to remember that only. I said, I didn't come here to rush. I don't have that much of a compulsion. Even 30 kilometers actually is a rush only, but not that much that one has to walk 40, 45, 50. That is quite a bit of a rush. Last time in the second phase and in the first phase also, one day we did like that. 48 kilometers one day and 50 kilometers one day. That's it. Only 2 days in the whole parikrama. Otherwise, no need to rush. The whole parikrama is actually meant to slow us down completely. So few days when the slowing down happened, it was most beautiful. And walking only 20 kilometers in the beginning, first few days, most peaceful, beautiful. Sadhana can be do much more. One can do japa and contemplation, nidhyasana and all that. So that slowing down process is very beautiful. Narmada Parikrama will help us to slow down. So one should not get carried away in the rush. Mind will make it happen like that. Not only seeing people around, but the most um, important reason why this mind will make us rush is because there is discomfort. Because there is, you get up in the morning sometimes, and this time it was, see, second phase I did from 21st November, right? So that is very cold. Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat was also cold, Madhya Pradesh also very cold. Earlier two phases were in a warm season where it is cold in the mornings, but through the day there is heat. This time it was hot, it was cold almost till 11, 11:30, and again after 3:30 becomes very cold. So one gets up in the morning by 4:30 or so, and 10 degrees, 9 degrees, and cold water one has to take bath. Body will have its challenges, but you just say, Om Namah Shivaya, put the water and do. After 4 5 days, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter what is the temperature outside, what is the temperature of the water, nothing. Just take and put, and one is not bothered. But the mind which goes through this, no, body will go through discomfort of, you are sleeping in a new place every time, there is no proper facility for restroom, lots of discomfort is there. So that discomfort will push कि jaldi karo, khatam karo. That is a sadhana. To say nothing doing, it is body discomfort for some time, that also little bit. You are not the body, you are not the mind. One keeps telling that and keep doing the sadhana. It's amazing to do that. Otherwise, one will rush, and not. When the moment one starts rushing, one is not in the present. One will not enjoy, one will not be able to experience it properly. There is no point. So that was another beautiful learning, to take life as it comes and don't fall for the mind's impulsiveness to rush, because it is used to comfort. So if we don't do that, vairagya will increase a lot. See, the more we push ourselves out of comfort zone, the more vairagya will increase. Not only in the, because we studied Vedant, then we learn to discriminate. We say, I'm not the body, I'm not this is happening to the body, etc. So, Vairagya Kshetra it is, Narmada Kshetra. And if one does the sadhanas, does the discrimination, learns to slow down, enjoy the walk, remember Bhagwan's name, it will strengthen Vairagya like anything. Plus, one is seeing also so much of suffering is there in people's lives. Such basic facilities people don't have and they are living. And yet you will see some of them, their heart is so generous. Narmada Parikrama is a great equalizer also. It will completely bring everybody at the same level. There will be people who have some whatever idea they have about themselves and walk and travel and all that. But if one does that parikrama as a sincere parikrama vasi, one doesn't bother about what is the designation, power, position, nothing. One is not bothered about caste, community, creed, gender. No, nothing. One just walks, lives with this whoever is there around you, eats with whoever is there around you, sit together and eat, talk. It will become a great leveler. Anyway, for sannyasis, for us, we don't have a problem. But there are people who have a lot of challenge. In one place, this brahmachari was there, very amateur brahmachari, must be walking the paths for some time only now. So I reached by 7 o'clock after walking some 40 kilometers that day because there was no other ashram. So started in the morning, reached 7 o'clock in the evening at some place where it was a construction site again. No light also was there, some one bulb was there, that's all, and we were always staying there. So I came exhausted. 7:30 they rang the bell, so I was doing my puja that time. And the rule that I followed that is generally morning puja, evening puja has to happen, and no dinner before puja. Very rarely, if some challenge is there, then only. Otherwise, no dinner before puja. Finish the puja first. So I started doing the puja, and I told that gentleman there. He was a Adivasi because many places there are Adivasis who are there. So I said, मेरा पूजा है, मैं आधे घंटे के बाद बैठूं क्या? He said, हाँ कोई बात नहीं. So they rang the bell. Everybody went and sat. Now this brahmachari got upset. He says, ये कौन है? साधु है तो क्या हुआ, सन्यासी है तो क्या हुआ, सबके साथ बैठना है, यही सब आदिवासी लोग हैं जो भगवान राम को भी खाना दिए हैं, इनको हमारे साथ बैठने में क्या परेशानी है? लेफ्ट राइट एंड सेंटर ही वेंट ऑन. He went on and on and on, firing for no reason. I was doing my puja, I finished the puja, then I started doing my japa, fixed number of japas to finish, finished all that. This fellow started. Japa का क्या मतलब होता है? Unnecessary making the mind mechanical. My guru never taught me to do japa. He said मंत्र से तो दूर ही रहना, सिर्फ ध्यान करो, ध्यान. Titiksha, full time. He was going left, right, center. I'm sitting doing my japa, doing my puja, focusing my mind on that. And I told that person कि देखो भाई साहब, अभी हमको किसी को कष्ट नहीं देना है. अगर आपका ऐसा कोई नियम है कि एक ही पंगत में सबको बिठाना है, तो कोई बात नहीं, हम नहीं बैठ सके ना, ठीक है, छोड़ दो. Left it, no dinner that day, it's all right. But there are people like that you will meet. So it's not that all parikramawasis you meet are very beautiful, sattvic and all that. All types of people one meets on the parikrama. And there are people who will also be, who may abuse you, insult you also verbally. They have no idea of who you are or what is your background, nothing. They will simply talk. So on the parikrama, one will experience many of these. So this parikrama will become a great leveler. Anyway, one goes with the humble attitude. It doesn't matter. We don't think of anything except Bhagwan. But there will be people. So one should be alert. There will be some people who can misunderstand for no reason. So that also happens. One beautiful thing happens is, which many people experience. Whatever you need, some desire arises, that does get fulfilled. Many times it happened. One place my foot got injured and I was feeling that, hot water is available, because generally in ashrams and all that, hot water is not there. There's no geyser, there's no nothing. To drink, they make some hot water and give, but to take bath or to do some, foot massage or whatever, then there is no hot water. So 2 days happened, foot was injured, it was swollen. I was thinking that if some hot water bag is available and some hot water is there, then one can put the foot in that bucket and that swelling will reduce. Just a thought had come. That day I reached in the afternoon that particular ashram there. There's Gajanan Swami there. Straight away he asks, गर्म पानी चाहिए तो ये बाथरूम में है, गीजर लगा हुआ है, आप ले लो. Many places like that. Some place I needed some ghee wicks and prasad and one agarbatti for the puja. So that day in the mind I said, okay, this we need to get for the puja. On that same day, after 2 hours, as we are walking, one person comes on the scooter, stops, says, "Ye aapki puja ke liye hai." Exactly those things only he gives, nothing else. And in the whole parikrama, no other time anybody came and gave like that. Otherwise, generally they give biscuit packet, they'll give some kurmura, they'll give some, one place, another place it happened in Tilakwada just before I was going. Again, as I said, my leg was swollen. That person gave, what is that? Like a pain relief medicine, that ointment. Narmada ji knows exactly what you need. She will get it to you. You may not even think about it. If you think about it also, it may happen. One place it was absolutely hot. Afternoon, Gujarat, I was walking in. I said, very hot. If some sugarcane juice is available, it will be so good. Next 1 hour, one finds sugarcane juice is there. Got. Lots of things like that happen on the parikrama. See, I'm not saying this because okay, she fulfill some desires or we should go with desires. I'm just saying that the Divine Mother, she knows, and many Parikramawasis experience, and that is one of the reasons why many people do Parikrama also, that the desire is fulfilled. And so they take Sankalpa that I want this to happen, and they do Parikrama with that desire, and many say that their desires get fulfilled even in their life. So that one experiences that in many places. So many things when we walk in the parikrama, we will come to know about the various spiritual traditions of our country. So on this parikrama, when I went this time northern banks, a lot of things I came to know about the Datta Sampradaya, about the Tantra Marg, about various deities that people worship. So in Gujarat, we all know, I'm from Gujarat background, so I know Ashapura Mata is there, Khodiyar Mata is there, Har Siddhi Mata is there. Like that, there are different matas, various forms that they are demigods, devatas, whom one worships. But there is one form of Vishnu Bhagwan is called Bhatiji Maharaj. He is in a horse and he was in Rajasthan, it apparently somewhere. Some people say Rajasthan, some say Gujarat. But so many temples of Bhatiji are there. So one understands also that how this culture is very deeply ingrained in this local communities, and they worship very sincerely. They worship, and it is not for them. It is real, and it is a fact. What we say in the Shastra and Puranas, it is there, and those forms are existing, and those forms are worshipped by these people. whose Kul Devi it will be or Kul Devta it will be, and they very religiously they worship. So many of that also I learned on the way. So Parikrama has been a very, very fulfilling experience. On the whole, some people ask me that can women do? Yes, women also do, and lots of women have been doing Parikrama. It is, of course, quite challenging because the basic sanitation facilities are not available, but otherwise, safety wise, there's not a problem at all. Sanitation and hygiene and restrooms, those are a challenge. Washing clothes, drying them, those things are a challenge, there's no doubt. But still, there are many women who do, and many people from Maharashtra they do. Majority who do are from Maharashtra actually. So now I'm going to share uh, some things that happened on the parikrama, a few incidents, etc. I will share, and then we will see Narmada ji's darshan up to a certain place. Just the flow of how Narmada ji is in different places that we will see. Okay, you can see. So this is the practice one has to do. A few days I was able to do practice, not too many days, but one should do actually before one goes to the parikrama. One should start ideally walking with this luggage so that one becomes familiar. The body also gets used to it. So this is. So this is Vimleshwar Shiva. This is where I had stopped last time. So actually the date is wrong there. It is 21st, not 22nd. So it began beautifully on that day when 21st evening there was this beautiful Sankirtan that they were doing, Harinam Kirtan. So a lot of this, as you see, so this is the dress that Parikrama Vasis generally wear. And Maharashtrian, this was a whole group who had come in the bus. So there will be people who come in the bus, they finish in some 10, 18 days or 15 days. So like that, groups and groups you will see. And there will be some people who will do by walk. So they will walk with us. So here that day, this whole bus group had come and nice satsang they were having and Harinam Kirtan. So we started with that. So what you see behind that gray color thing, that's the mattress. One just spreads that and one sleeps on that. That's a very nice one that On the Parikrama, every day almost somebody or the other would have asked me, what is that? Because generally people have a round white color thermocol mattress which they tie up and then they carry on their backs. This they were not able to figure out, and this is actually very light and very uh, thin in one way, and very easy to fold and take. So it's very comfortable. Decathlon is available. One can use it. So we have to cross over in the boat. Now from Vimleshwar, so Narmada Ji is flowing on our right side there. This is not Narmada Ji actually. This is the ocean water only which has come inside. Narmada Ji is further down that side. So she meets the ocean after Alia Bed. She goes and meets in the ocean, and we will cross into the ocean. Now, if you see this boat, that Parikrama begins only with this. So many people are crammed inside that boat, and that journey is almost 3 hours. Absolutely hot sun. There is no shade of completely anywhere. Obviously, you are going in the ocean, so 3 hours, and there is no life jacket. If that boat topples, Narmade, you are finished. You are gone there only. But that's why I'm saying there are so many opportunities that come on the way. You just have faith. You sit there and you go. See, these are the thermocol rolls that people generally carry. I went and sat there. They told me I was, this when they started, the water has to come in. So people will sit for 2 hours, 3 hours waiting, because when the water comes in, then these boats can go, and for that they have a line. So luckily I knew somebody there, and so through their help, they sent me first into the boat, went and sat. Look at the number of people who are sitting all around and the amount of luggage which is behind. Oh, ho, ho. Terrific. You will see how it is. It's the Sangam where Narmada Ji meets the ocean. So we've come out of that khadi now. Now the ocean starts. So one is sitting there like that. All the luggage, everything is behind. And amazing thing was, because it's 3 hour journey, you have to sit, you can't move. You can't stand up. Leg will pain like anything. So the person next to me who was sitting now, he's got up. Then the person next to him sitting, he also got up. So these two gentlemen who are sitting right in front of me, they are from Gujarat. One is Ashok Tiwari, Vijay Tiwari, and Ashok, somebody. I forgot his surname, but they started getting angry. There was a fight in my boat. They said, "अरे बैठ जाओ, तुम क्यों खड़े हो? तुम खड़े होगे तो दूसरे भी खड़े हो जाएंगे," and all that. The whole parikrama started on a very shaky note that way, and there was a fight. Then people were, then these people also got up, and then somehow everybody was made quiet, and then again they sat down. But it is difficult because the 3 hours you sit, you can't move. So this is the ocean. You will not see Narmada Ji meeting the ocean at all. The whole trip, 3 hours, we were waiting that we will see somewhere. And there's one ritual that one has to do here. So if one has Nariyal, one offers that in the ocean there, and the Narmada Jal that one is carrying, little bit of Narmada Jal you pour into the ocean and pick up little bit of the ocean water. Now you imagine no life jacket, nothing. One has to do that ritual there. This boatman will stop the boat. Now obviously each one can't do that. If each one tries to go, bend down and take the water and all, very difficult. The whole boat may topple. So that boatman will say that he'll stop the boat there. He will take one glass, he will take one vessel in which he will get some water, and the other people who are sitting on the sides, they can do, and that way the whole thing gets done. You finish that ritual, and they will take you to one place. They will say, "Ab yahan pe aap dal do." So I was waiting that I will see Narmada ji meeting the ocean, but you can't see. Then they explained that actually they don't want the Parikramawasis to cross, and you can't see very clearly Narmada ji meeting the ocean because you may accidentally cross it. Because of the high tide, low tide, na, there is a possibility you may cross. So then Parikrama becomes Khandit. So they don't take you near that, but they will show you from far, saying that where you see that is the place where Narmada ji is. So you put your nariyal here. So that is one drama that happens in that whole this thing. And I didn't know that nariyal has to get offered. So I didn't have any nariyal. I said, Narmada ji, I have a little bit of water. I'm offering that, and Baki nariyal is my head, my ego is there. You take that only. Khatam. This is the hedge. So some places you will find like these boards also are there, and they have helpline and all that. So they show, okay, you go like this, you go like that. Some places there will be yellow, orange jhandis. Some places there will be white paint on the road, and you have to figure out, okay, where is the next line of white paint. So there are different ways in which certain markings are done, and you can find your way out. So on the northern bank, this is the first darshan. This is not the ocean. This is Narmada ji. This is before Koliyad. One thing I forgot to mention, when we cross and come to this other side, the hedge we come to, the first place we come is Mithi Talai. And Mithi Talai is very amazing. All around there is salt water because the ocean and all that. In that well, sweet water will come. So that they call it as Mithi Talai. That's why. There's a very nice well, and there's a Narmada Mandir and huge ashram which is there. Otherwise, that's an industrial town, the hedge it is. So Mithi Talai is where one will go take bath and then go another 12, 18 kilometers and stay in one particular ashram, and then next day walk. So this is the next day. So first darshan is this before Koliyad. Look at how big she is, Narmada ji. Looks almost like the ocean only. This is a beautiful temple there, Shivji's temple. Ah, this is another very nice place in the afternoon by 2 o'clock or so. These ladies, they all come together in this nice Shiva temple and they are singing bhajans. It was amazing. Some half an hour, 1 hour we were there. Fantastic bhajan they were singing. So this is Eksal. So I was supposed to reach Bhadbhut on one particular evening, but they said it was 6 p.m. already. So they said now Bhadbhut is 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers further. So it's difficult. You can't reach. You stay here. So I stayed back at Eksal. And I was trying to reduce the weight of my bag. The maximum weight is of the puja material. So at one point I thought that, okay, I am a sannyasi, let me do Manasa Puja and let me do Nididhyasan. We can just have a little bit of Narmada Jal, obviously, that we carry, and then the, the what you'll need for lighting a lamp and for agarbatti, that's about it. That day in the puja, I was trying to remove, there's a murti of Narmada ji, Shivlinga, all that which I have. I was trying to put that aside and just carry basic things. That day in the puja, at least 3 to 4 times the water fell, which never happens. That lamp blew off, and every time the thought kept coming that don't do, don't put the puja samagri aside, continue to do the puja. So then I continued the whole parikrama, I did the whole puja, and then I also understood that why that was important, because it's very difficult to sit and do manasa puja and do nididhyasan when all around you in the morning there's a great chaos. It's impossible to do that. So I said, anyway, Bhagwan wants us to do, continue this. So that was a nice experience that time, that the Lord wants you to continue to do the puja, and the reason for it also one came to know in some time. So here in this place, so this is the puja kit, the whole thing which is there, and I was trying to remove so many things, but that didn't happen. Now, in this place only I met one person called Makhan Lal. Makhan Lal. So he has done many parikrama, many places he has gone on foot. Now he wants to do 12 times to the 12 Jyotirlingas by foot. And he is a householder, he has a wife, he has some children, but he doesn't carry money at all. He doesn't have a mobile phone. Now and then he will just call them from wherever he is. And so I was asking him, he lives in full detachment. He does japa, Om Namah Shivaya. There is no, he used to do Siyaram earlier. He had some Nepali Baba who was his guru. But no attachment at all. It was very nice to meet him. Grihasthi, but steeped in satsang. So he and me, two of us only were there that day. One evening we stayed there, and good satsang it was. So from Eksal, Bhadbut next day morning. So Kevat Ashram is what I was supposed to reach previous evening, where I stayed back at Eksal. But next day morning, then we went to Bhadbut. It is all in Gujarat. So in Bhadbut, Kevat Ashram is there, and there are two ways to go to Kevat Ashram. One way you can go directly to Kevat Ashram, the other way passes through a route where you will see Rangavdut Ashram. This is Rangavdut Ashram. So they said you can go there. So I said, okay, let me go through Rangavdut Ashram. Now I went there 9:30 in the morning and reached inside, had darshan and all that, and I was about to leave. Then one lady comes there called Padma Ben, and she says, please you wait back, because they were doing some rangoli, and also I asked what is the occasion. They said that one great sadhu, Narsimhananda Saraswati, his padukas are coming from Gangapur, Karnataka, and the pada puja will happen here. I said, wonderful. I need to reach Bharuch. By evening I had to reach Bharuch that day. So I said, I need to reach Bharuch, so I will go. Padma Ben said, she was a Gujarati lady. So she said, એક અડધો કલાક બેસીને જાઓ ને પાદુકાના દર્શન કરીને જાઓ. I said, no, I need to go. So she said, તમે 2 મિનિટ રૂકો અહીંયા. So I waited. So what they do is, in Gujarat you get the maximum satkar of the Parikrama Vasi. So she went inside the ashram and she brought one towel, she brought some two, banyans, and she came and gave it to me. I accepted, thank you very much, but I am a sannyasi, so I won't be able to use that green towel and all that. And so I gave it to her. Then I said, she was very insistent on staying back, so I said, okay, let me stay back. Half an hour only is that, it's a matter of half an hour, and the paduka are coming from Gangapur, so let us see, have darshan and go. So 9:30 it was, sat there. They started bhajan by 10 o'clock, so I thought paduka will come, it will come, it will come. The bhajans were very nice on Rangavdutji and his life, and beautiful songs they were singing. Finally at 11:15 the padukas came. So we all went out, received the padukas, brought them very beautifully inside, and we were all sitting there. Suddenly one lady who has brought this paduka, she comes to me and she says, you do the paduka puja. The Guruji of that Gangapur had come with the padukas. There is a pujari of that mandir there who is also there. And this lady comes straight to me. I am sitting in the audience somewhere. She is saying, you come and you do the puja. I felt very blessed. I said, Arey wah, dekho, Narmada ji made me wait back here for that. Who is Narsimanand Saraswati? He is the Param Guru of Rangavdut Maharaj. Rangavdut ji is a very great devotee of Narmada ji. He has done parikrama himself and a very renowned saint in Gujarat especially. And Gurudev himself has met him, and I have seen his pictures of Gurudev and him meeting. And when I was making Chinmay Pradeep, we had put up there also in the Chinmay Pradeep. So I said, Rangavdut ji, very great master. So inside, when I went to have darshan, there is Dattatreya Bhagwan, Vasudevanand Saraswati ji, and Rangavdut ji. They three of them are there. This this is the altar there, you see. Vasudevanand ji, Dattatreya Bhagwan, and Rangavdut Maharaj. So I got the opportunity to do the puja of the Guru of Vasudevanand ji, who is Narsimanand Saraswati ji. So it was most amazing. And there is a Datta Bhagwan's Murti, Padukas of Narsimanand Saraswati ji, and Shivling, which they say he was worshipping. Narsimanand ji was worshipping. I said, what a great blessing it is. And this is Gurudev's 108th year. And this is the opportunity. We are doing Paduka Pujas through the year. And this is the Paduka of Narsimanand Saraswati. I got the opportunity. Felt very blessed. That, see, this is how Narmada ji makes you go through certain things. We will not know why this lady was telling, then what made me stay back there. All this has to happen. And this is a very nice thing that is written by Rangavdut ji, which they put on the temple there. There's a whole write-up in Gujarati, beautiful write-up. Simple, about simple values of life they are. But a very nice write-up. And on the left here you will see this is a picture which has more than 50 sadhus, great sadhus of the country of Bharat. So many sadhus, right in from ancient time, Adi Shankara onwards to the modern ones, and Vivekanand ji and Arya Samaj and Paramahams Yogananda, and lots of people are there. That picture, if you see, is so stunning. So I said, like this picture which is there of the sadhus who are the great sadhus of Bharat, and these are all male. I said we have to make one nice one like this for the ladies also. There are so many great women saints in this country. So we are working on that. That one picture we will make, and right from ancient times to now, put all those pictures and let people know. We were very nice. I stayed back there, and they were also very happy. They said a sannyasi was there to do the puja. We are feeling so happy, and they are taking these padukas across various places in Gujarat. And interesting thing is, 21st November, when I started the parikrama, that 21st November was the 125th year of 125th Jayanti of Rangavdut ji. They are celebrating 125th year this year. So one thing I experienced throughout this parikrama was the grace of the Guru Parampara is in abundance. And so many places I saw had darshan of Dattatreya Bhagwan, Vasudevanand ji, Tembe Swami. He is called Tembe Swami also. Even in at the end, so it began here in Bhadbhut I saw. Then again Tilakwada, there's a place of Vasudevanand ji. Then again in this place Kapildhara, Vasudevanand ji's murti is there. It's amazing. It was how Guru Kripa is there throughout. It's a very nice thing that he wrote. I'm just going to read 2-3 lines only, otherwise the whole thing is very nice. Tarak bano, marak nahi. Help people to cross over, don't destroy them. Upakarak bano, apakarak nahi. Do charity, be generous on people, don't exploit them. Bolo thodu, karo vadhare. Speak less, do more. Mathu thandu rakho, garmi hath pagma praktavo. Keep your head cool and let your hands and feet show all your heat. प्रत्येक प्रति सहिष्णुता केळवो, be tolerant towards all, don't have hatred towards anybody, विद्वष्टा नहीं, बोलो तो सत्य बोलो असत्य नहीं, tell the truth not lies, Do good actions, not bad actions. If you want, वांचो तो सर्व कल्याण वांचो, मात्र स्व कल्याण नहीं. Desire the good of everybody, not only your good. If you want to see flaws, see your own flaws. Don't find fault in other people. खाओ तो स्वकाष्ठा कष्टार्जित खाओ. If you want to eat, eat what you have earned with your hard work. Meaning, don't be corrupt. Mukhma Avinashi Bhagwan Nam. Have the imperishable name of the Lord on your speech, on your tongue. With your hands, do selfless work. Hanumanshi Adag Ham Rakhi. Keep firm determination like Hanumanji. Dapye jao. Keep moving, keep moving. Vijay avashya tamaro chhe. You will be successful. A very beautiful, simple message he has given. So these are the padukas. Then this is the Tatreji's Murti, and there's a Shivling nearby. One who is sitting behind me in orange, he is the Guruji of Gangapur. And this lady who is standing next to me, she is the one who called. She said, "You come and do this puja." This is another beautiful Shivling in Bharbhut. This is a place, I forgot the name of the Lord here, but once in 12 years in Adhik Mas, there is the Bharbhut Mela that happens. When Adhik Mas happens in Shravan, once in 12 years it will come. That time, Adhik Mas, the Mela will happen. This Bharbhut Mela will happen in this temple. Last year was Adhik Mas Shravan, and we had done 40 days of this Anushthan, 30 days of this Anushthan, where we did meditation every day in the morning on Shiva. And here I land up in this beautiful temple. I thank Bhagwan Shiva, saying, "What a beautiful opportunity you gave." And now this temple mein, this particular darshan, where this mandir is very ancient, and Bharbhut Mela is once in 12 years only. It is. Chaturmukhi Shiva it is. So this is how it is to walk on the banks of Narmada Ji. You will see the Narmada Ji on the right. And early mornings and many places, the green grass, beautiful fields, most enchanting it is. It's a very nice Durga Ji's Murti here. This is in Kamnath Mahadev Mandir. The mandir is in such a small place, going through such terrible narrow lanes. One didn't expect that such a beautiful mandir, very open, and Narmada Ji's darshan is so amazing from there. And I had reached there after getting exhausted. That day I was supposed to reach Bharuch. Somebody had told me that Bharuch is only 3 kilometers, but it was 17 kilometers further. And by the time it was evening 7 o'clock already, you can't reach 17 more after that. So found this Kamnath Mahadev Mandir. So such a fantastic place. That's why on this parikrama, the day we decide this is where I have to reach, many times we may not reach there, we may reach somewhere else only, and there will be something else only that is already destined for us there. This is again Narmada Ji's Murti there, so nice one. This is in one lady's house called Jyoti Ben, and she hosts the Parikrama Vasis. So many people stay in her house. She is doing this Khanda Parikrama. Over 10 years she has been doing. She does every year only 1 week. And where she left last time, she will continue from there only. Every year, 1 week, she will go do little parikrama and come back. She's very elderly, but lot of bhav she has, and she hosts the parikrama vasis. So Parikramawasis get together and they only cook also, they only cut the vegetables, everything, and then serve also because she lives alone with just some 2 3 family members. So we manage everything. That's how one puts all the, you see those white foam rolls, put down, sleep in the balcony, in the veranda, anywhere. This Parikramavasi, Praveen, very amazing. So this is on the way at Angareshwar. Suddenly there is no reason, but it starts raining. There was no sign of rains at all. And immediately that morning it just rains. And you see, he has been cooking from morning 5 o'clock. Sarvin bhai, अच्छा, आप परिक्रमा वासियों की सेवा कर रहे हैं मतलब पूरा दिन आप सेवा कर रहे हैं पूरा दिन सुबह 5 बजे से चालू हो जाएगा अच्छा उधर भी अभी पका के तैयार करो अच्छा आप भी थोड़ा पाके जाओ See, he says, आप भी थोड़ा पाके जाओ भोजन तैयार हो गया he has made the lunch ready breakfast they give only tea and biscuit so I told him tea biscuit I won't have so he said oh no please have it the food is ready you please have so the challenge on that parikrama as I told last time is the breakfast and here it is you see he gives see that day I got this nice he had made hot pulav and this chas I said I don't drink tea so he brought chas now look at the way Narmada ji takes care of you. One thing is very sure on the parikrama, you will not go hungry. If nothing, at least one meal you will get the day for sure. You will not be hungry on a day. That day we got this breakfast sorted in the early morning itself. Then it started raining. We couldn't find any place to stay properly. Found some construction place, all that you will see. Finally at 3:30 somewhere we reached and then evening we got the dinner. It's very amazing how she will take care of you. Sometimes you get breakfast. This is a breakfast: peanuts and jaggery. So it's been raining now, and we are walking, chanting Mother Nama's name. No resting place nearby. The next village, I think, is 3 kilometers. So we will get there with Narmada's grace there. Narmade Par. So we are waiting here in a building that is under construction. Waiting for the rains to subside. There are some Karmavasis house. The biggest challenge when rains come is the clothes don't dry. And on the parikrama, 3 pairs of clothes one should have minimum. Earlier I was thinking I will remove some luggage and all that, so I was going to remove one more pair. 3 pairs only I was having. I said 2 pairs we can manage. Then I said no. If at all the one pair doesn't get dried, then what do you do? So you have to keep one more pair extra. Luckily I had one pair extra, so managed with that. But otherwise it becomes difficult. This is a very unique place. Karkeshwar Mahadev and Shakreshwar Mahadev. 2 lingas in one place. So again, it was raining heavily and finally we reached here. And there was a bhandara going on there. And imagine who are the people who have come for that bhandara. These are people who have come all the way from Mumbai to this place for a Bhagavad Katha. And that Bhagavad Katha got concluded on that day. And that bhandara was for that. And we reached that temple that evening. And the bhandara was getting over. They said, आओ Parikramavasi, please आप आओ खाके जाओ आप रहो फिर आश्रम में. So that evening we stayed there. Nice bhandara we had and such a nice mandir. And Dev Diwali was supposed to be the next day. Today, that day and the next day, 2 days it was falling half off. So amazing it was to be in this place and do this japa and abhishek of Shivji. I have not seen two lingas in one sanctum. There may be mandirs where they are there, but I have not seen till now, and so it was nice. This is the place where we were staying. See, super. All the this roof has so many holes, and we are staying in a place where all the kitchen vessels and everything is there. Happily, an altar of the Lord also is there only. Some five, seven of us were inside that room. This is Nareshwar. My first darshan of Narmada Ji was in my memory. It is in 2012 or 11. I think 12 at Nareshwar. And Rangavdutji's ashrama had been after that. Nareshwar, the Rangavdutji's ashram is a beautiful ashram. So that was my first darshan of Narmada Ji. I felt that what a great river she is, and so clean, so pure, and beautiful flow. Now things, of course, have changed. This has become much wider because of the dam and all that. But earlier it was not so wide, uh, but much more easy to access and cleaner. Even now it is clean, not no doubt, but early that time it was just fantastic. So very happy to come back here. And that day, Dev Diwali, I said, so people are doing deep dan. So beautifully, they have done this lamps in this Rangavdutji's mandir here. This is the Aarti. See, this is a very nice exhibition they made. Yogesh Bhai has made. He is known to us in the mission also. He is the main person here. Guru Leelamrit Bhavan. So many sadhu, so many great Mahatmas of the Datta Sampradaya, about them they have put up various pictures, and also about the life of Rangavdutji, different things they have put up. Very nice exhibition. Lot of text is there to read, but nice pictures also. So there again I came to know about so many people. I'm just showing you 3 4 pictures only, but there are about 12 to 15 pictures of people who have come in the Datta Sampradaya, and they consider Rangavdutji also as a Datta avatar. So Guru Lilamrut is a whole composition. So they have put up the verses there with the pictures. He is Narsimhanand Saraswati ji, you see. Manek Prabhu, Akkalkot Maharaj. He is Vasudevanand ji, Tembe Swami, Narsimhanand ji's Shishya. And his Shishya is Rangavdut ji. Bale Kundikar and Rangavdut ji. This is a neem tree, and Rangavdut ji used to sit below this and do satsang. That entire neem tree lost its bitterness. The neem became completely sweet. Very beautiful stories are there for this. So today is a very misty morning, lots of fog. Visibility is also very less, as you can see. And this is at 8 o'clock, early in the morning, around 5, 6. It was most difficult to walk. Here we are walking amidst the mist and the fog. There's a nice Shivlinga made from sphatic. This is again a unique Shiv Krishna Bhagwan. There's a Siddha ashram which comes on the way. And there one Vibhakar ji has made his ashram and they have his samadhi also there. In front of the samadhi is this Krishna Mandir who is in Dhyan. And this Krishna Bhagwan has a third eye also. Very unique. This is in a place, so sometimes we take a break like that. We walk through the fields. Bag is there, so after every 1.5 hour or so, one should just take a small break, put it down, sit for some time, again walk. See how she is so beautiful and calm. In monsoons, all these sand area which you see, everything will be full. Narmada ji will be there, spread all over there. This is a Purnima night at Sinor. Such a peaceful place. And Purnima night, it was amazing. This is again Sinor. This is a temple after Sinor. They have put all the 6 vikars on the ground, and if you cross all these, you will come to have darshan of Devi. Nice. A beautiful murti of Devi there. This is Anasuya Mata Mandir. So people have built this beautiful mandir here. Anasuya Devi, Atri Devi's wife, one of the great satis. And she gave the beautiful knowledge of Pativrata Dharma to Mother Sita. And she is the mother of Dattatreya Bhagavan. And also Durvasa Muni and Chandra Devata. So again, you see the background, so many places. Even here you see Datta Maharaj Mandir is there behind. Again, so many Datta Sampradaya Gurus will be there in this. So here people believe the mud you take from here can cure some of the skin diseases and all that. So people have Shraddha. And there's a nice composition on Anasuya Devi also that they have displayed in Gujarati. This is Anasuya Devi's Murti. And this is that Aarti of Anasuya Devi also. This is Tilakwada. So from there, Narmada ji goes towards the north. So that Uttar Vahini Narmada ji, she is called. So this is the place from where people do the 1-day Narmada Parikrama. So if you want to do 1-day Narmada Parikrama, you can take this 30 kilometers, little less than 30 kilometers it is. You go in the morning by 5, by evening 4 or so you will return. Because some of it is in the boat also. So you're not walking all 30 kilometers, but some of it you will come in the boat. So go like that, cross, come back again to Tilakwada. So this is done in Chaitra Mas generally, and lots of people do it. Last year Advaitanandji had gone, I think, with some of the members. So one can do, if you want to do, if you are inspired, do this parikrama. North is the direction of knowledge. So when Narmada turns towards the north, then it is auspicious. So there's a Maruti Dham here. That's the ashram where we stayed. And here only, before coming to this place, only this person gave that ointment for the swelling in the leg. And this ashram has next to it the place where Vasudevanji has stayed for a month or more, and he had done a lot of sadhana. So they have built a very nice mandir for him, and his murti is also there. And here I met somebody, a very nice sadhu. Is Mamleshwar. His name is Mamleshwar Giri. He's a nice kamandal and a cup. So this is one thing that many Parikrama especially in the beginning days, we do is in the evening, just before we go to sleep, put the iodex or move or some such thing or some moisturizer, depending on if the heel has cracked and all that. That one has to do. So he is Mamleshwar Giri. He's from Bengal actually, but he's a wandering monk. And this is the third time I'm meeting him here. After that, I didn't meet him because I went ahead. He walks around say few kilometers a day, stays in one ashram, then goes like that. So he had seen me in Nareshwar, then again in Kuber Bhandari, and the third time here. So very nice satsang we had, and he said that one should have that feeling like our child cries for the mother, like that one should cry for the divine mother, then she comes. Otherwise, she will tempt people. She keeps on tempting people, and people keep getting lost in the Maya. But if one develops that bhav, many things, beautiful things he said. One thing he said was very nice analogy he gave. People do parikrama and then they go back to the old way of living. So example he gave is like the elephant who goes to take bath. That's a traditional example actually. He goes to take bath in the water, gets clean, sprinkles all water, etc., comes out, and then again takes the sand and puts on himself. So I asked him, so then what is the purpose? What is the importance of parikrama then if people go back to their old ways? He said, उससे पुण्य तो मिलता है ना, और उससे मन की शुद्धि भी होती है ना. Very nice, learned sadhu he was. And you look at his eyes, na, they are blue. He told me there are three main peats of Devi, because he has followed Tantra also earlier and he's from Bengal. Na? So he said Kamakhya is one, Tarapit is one, and Kalighat in Kolkata is one. He told me you have to go to Tarapit. Thrice he told me that. Go to Tarapit. Definitely next time you go to Kolkata, go to Tarapit. Because I have been to Kamakhya already. I have also been to Kalighat. Tarapit I have not been. And he specifically said, go to Tarapit. Like that, a few things happened with him. Very nice it was. He told me about some Nigamanand Saraswati who has written some nice books. And he said, especially his book on Brahmacharya, please give it to schools and colleges and give it to as many youngsters as you can. See, this sadhu does not know that I handle youth. He does not know that I have not gone to Tarapit. Many things he doesn't know about me. I'm just meeting him. First time I spoke to him there. And he said, मुझे आपको देख के अच्छा लगा क्योंकि आप में निष्ठा है. Because in that Kuber Bhandari, I was doing puja and he came saying that, the dinner is getting over, you go soon. I said, I will finish the puja, then only I will go. So I finished the puja and I went there. The dinner got over, so I said, doesn't matter, we will not have dinner. क्या हुआ उसमें? Why will I leave puja in between and go? So he said, आप में निष्ठा है, वो मैंने उधर देखा था, तो अभी मैं आपके साथ बात करता हूँ, सत्संग करता हूँ. And nicely he spoke, beautiful. See, this is the beauty of parikrama. We find such sadhus, and I told you last time, now what you need in your sadhana, what is required. exactly you will know, and such type of people will come. He doesn't keep a phone, and he said, I will call you appropriate times. I will call you when you reach Amarkantak. Also, I will call you. How will he know? In between, once I spoke to him, he called, but is amazing. Very nice sadhu, Virakta Purusha he is, and very pure-hearted. And there, I'll end this satsang with this beautiful Hanuman Chalisa. This is Saturday night, Maruti Dham, 9 p.m. So we were asleep because ate food early and went to sleep. And that day I had loose motions and all that, not feeling well at all. So then 9 o'clock suddenly woke up. Why? Because there are these young people who have come there, and from 9 o'clock to almost 10:15, they are singing bhajans and they are singing Hanuman Chalisa 7 times, each time in a different tune. And young people are full. It was so nice to see these young people there. And I'm showing you that Hanuman Chalisa excerpt where they are singing that in a Gujarati Garba style. Okay, so for today we will stop here. This was till Tilakwada, whatever experiences I had, I shared. Next, we take up in our next satsang. All right. If anybody has any questions, you are welcome to raise your hand and ask. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Next satsang on Monday evening.